Hey everybody, welcome to another adventure. Today we are headed over to meet one of my favorite YouTube adventurers. We are going to meet up with the Wandering Woodsman and do a section of the Horseshoe Trail. A good while back I told the Wandering Woodsman how much I really liked the Horseshoe Trail series, and he graciously said if I want to come along on a hike with him, we could do that. He is about completed. He only has a few sections left of the trail, but luckily today we are going to meet up with him and hike one of those sections. Now hopefully he'll allow me to ask him some questions along the way today. I think that's what we'll do today. We'll film a little, but we'll also ask him some questions about the Horseshoe Trail while we're out here, if he allows us. So come along with me, should be a fun time, and I'll see you when we get there. So we have made it to our starting destination. We met up with the famed Wandering Woodsman, and he's going to show us here on the map what we're going to do today.
All right, so we met down here along 443. We left Naomi over there, and then took Dave's vehicle all the way over here. This is where I left off in the last video. And then we're gonna hike about 4.2 miles all the way back, and then we have a little bit to hike back to where we parked. So maybe 4.5 miles, this section here, if all goes well.
Sounds good.
This is all, this is all new to me, this section. I've never been on any part of this section, so. But.
I'm ready. I've been watching the Horseshoe Trail since its beginning. I think he said it might be about 2 years now.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember when I started. It was maybe, it might be 2 years.
He's been doing sections of it, so
bit by bit.
bit by bit. I'm going to ask him a few questions out on the trail about the Horseshoe Trail, so stick around.
The man of the creek, I think it's called.
So I don't know what Cliff got me into, but right away we're straight uphill. It's not too bad, but while we're here, can you tell us something about the Horseshoe Trail? Like, how long is it? And kind of like the history a little bit.
Oh boy. I think it's 140 miles long.
Okay, I think I read somewhere.
Yeah.
140 miles, yeah.
I'm not sure about the history of it so much. I know it's been a long work in progress.
And it starts where?
Valley Forge.
Starts at Valley Forge.
You know, they're constantly rerouting it because they're trying to get it off the roads. You know, we have those road walks,
but it sounds like they're keeping it. If they're rerouting it, that means they're going to try and keep the trail system intact.
Right.
Which is a good thing.
They're always like trying to get more permissions for off-road sections and stuff.
So it starts at Valley Forge and then it ends. We're just about finished here at this point, right?
Yeah. I think its main goal is to just showcase the history of the area too.
Very neat. But if you get a chance, you can watch every section of the trail on the Wandering Woodsman's channel. Just go to his playlist and it's listed Horseshoe Trail. So very cool. So Cliff just noticed an old structure over here of some kind. We're going to check it out. Looks to me kind of like an old ramp that you'd back up into and they'd load stuff maybe.
Spotted something over here.
Pretty wild. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think it might be. So far the trail's been very nice. A couple weird things along the way, but I think it's time for another question. So what was your favorite section so far? I know we're about done, so out of everything you've done, what was your favorite section?
Well, I feel like my favorite section will be the sections I haven't done yet. Well, the last part I have been on the last part, but I like that section.
So it's near Stony Valley, and
yeah,
I do remember that's where you hike a lot. And
as far as the sections I've been on, oh boy,
I'll let you know one of mine that I remember watching, but I want to hear yours first. Maybe.
I'm trying to think now. The non-road parts of
any non-road section, huh?
Wow. I think there was a section they call it the birds, what do they call it, the Hopewell Big Woods area.
Okay.
There's a whole area there, French Creek State Park, Birdsboro.
Yeah, it was nice in around there.
Where it's just, there's a lot of non-road sections. I think that might have been one of my favorite sections, that whole area near Hopewell Furnace.
Yeah, that was pretty in that area. Like I said, I remember seeing some of the video from that. Mine was, if you remember, it wasn't that long ago you were there, is the section you hiked along a golf course.
Oh.
And then you got to like almost like a little island in the middle of a field full of woods and stuff. And I kind of like that section because a lot of times I'm driving down a road and I'll see a patch of area like that, and I think, boy, it'd be nice to explore that. Oh,
that actually, that rerouted section I did not too long ago. That was along the creek. Anyway, just south of Route 22. I like that section too. Maybe because I was not planning on being by the creek.
Yeah.
That was a section I thought was going to be a road walk, but then it wasn't.
And then I do remember just the one you just did recently. I wouldn't say it's my favorite because you get up there in the mountains and you could barely find the trail.
Oh yeah.
It looped you all around. Like you could see blazes about any direction you looked, but like you said, it kind of looked like, to me it looked like a section that nobody hikes, because so you had no defined trail to follow, which makes it hard. But anyway, like I said, my favorite section was along that golf course and into that wild area, the kind of areas you'd like to get to but never have permission. Okay. That's pretty wild. Wonder if it says there. Nope, it's just a wow.
I think it's one of the old signs for the gas here.
That's crazy how it grew into the tree like that. Do you think it's one of the signs for the U.S. property? So is it time for another question? No.
Quiz time again.
How about what's the weirdest thing that you happened to you on this trail so far?
Weirdest.
Now I got one in my mind, but I want to hear what yours.
I gotta think about that for a moment.
All right, we'll let him think and we'll get back to him.
Wow.
Should we give him time to think? Or
yeah, I need some time.
Okay, we'll give him a little time.
A couple of weird things.
The weirdest thing.
Well, there's that one where I found like there's like a little someone made like a little fort and there's cow skulls on top of it.
Oh yeah.
That was odd. Yeah. It's like someone made like a, I don't know, like a little shrine with
Yeah,
skulls on.
sketchy section.
That was weird.
Little,
yeah, that's what popped in my mind.
Little demon area,
Yeah,
witchcraft.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it looked like.
Worship area.
That's what comes to mind initially.
Well, to go along with that, similar to that, was your goat, the mystery goat.
Oh, the goat, that's right. I forgot about
because
the goat.
it was there and then it was gone.
Yeah, the black goat. I forgot about that.
And it reminded me of, you know how they use goats in witchcraft tape?
Yeah.
That looked like that kind of goat.
Well, I didn't know if he was real at first. He was just standing still, staring at me. And then I looked the other way, and I came back, and there's no sign of him.
Yeah, to me that was probably the weirdest. But to put them two together, that's really scary.
I forget what I called him. I had a name for him then.
Yeah.
I forget what I called him. Anyway, yeah, I forgot about the goat. Yeah.
Watch that episode and you'll find out what he called him. I'm going to have to look back and find out what he called him.
The goat was in the thumbnail picture too.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
I forgot about that.
This is a pretty cool section here we're coming up on. Down the hill, stream down in there. I'm going to have to already say it. B-E-A, beautiful. So Cliff pointed this out that we found along the way, and I think he wanted me to yank on it and pull on it to see if it would explode. But if you know what that is, let us know. We're thinking it's something maybe military, like some kind of test rocket or something they send up to test the air or something. Who knows? But if you know, let me know. So what we got here, Cliff? This is for Bob.
Oh. M-U-D
mud. There you go, Bob. Now this is what we should be hiking on, typical Rocksylvania. Usually what I end up hiking on, but today, knock on wood, it's been a nice trail.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Looks like we are going up there.
What did I say about the rocks? And look what we're walking on now. So I think it's time for another question. So, can you, this is one that's been running around in my head. Can you long distance hike this trail? Meaning like that place trail you can hike, camp, hike.
Yeah.
This one, after watching it, I thought, man, that'd be hard to do.
I found one video online where somebody did. It wasn't, it was a different kind of, they filmed it differently. It was more like a music video. They didn't do a lot of talking, but they did a lot of stealth camping. They camped in parks and stuff. Okay. There's no designated like shelters or anything like that, like on the Appalachian Trail.
Right.
There's no, but you could do it though. You know.
And like here, are we in state game land or state forest land, or?
I actually don't know where we are.
Like here, it would be easy to, okay, I'm dead, I need a camp, I can do it right here.
Like if this was state game lands, technically you're not allowed to camp on state game lands, but they would do what they call stealth. Yeah. Where they would just off in a brush somewhere where no one would see them. Yeah. Like who's gonna? But.
And I would think if you'd even get caught, how much trouble would you be in if you said, "Hey, I'm through hiking the Horseshoe Trail."
Yeah, because you can.
There'd have to be somewhere.
But yeah, people have done it.
So it is possible.
It is possible.
It is possible.
It's a little more logistically difficult, I guess.
But yeah, there's a lot of trails out there I've looked at and thought, how in the world would you? And this was definitely one of them.
But you go
through hike it.
You go to a number of towns too, where you could stay in a hotel or something if you wanted to do that.
Yeah. Almost fell in. So I don't know what's up here, but it's something weird looking. Guess it's just a fancy tree stand, I guess. We'll let Cliff go first, just in case.
What you say? Let me go first.
Yeah, just in case. This is just an elaborate tree stand, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a little desk you'd have in kindergarten.
Yeah. There's Snack Rock up there.
What's that?
Snack Rock.
What kind of rock?
Snack Rock.
Oh, okay.
See the big one up there.
All right. Cliff sees a big snack rock ahead, so that might be a good place to ask him another question. I only have 2 questions left, but I think we only got about 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles of trail yet. So that rock will be a good place to ask him another question. So I don't know if you can hear us, but we're going to try this. One more question. We only got 2 questions left. This one would be, what's your best memory on the trail? Like, when you think back all your adventures, what makes you all warm and fuzzy inside when you
Warm and fuzzy.
when you think of this trail? Well, it don't have to be warm and fuzzy, but your best memory.
Wow.
Other than hiking with Dave, we knew hiking with Dave would be the best memory, but other than that,
wow.
how about when the dog just about attacked you?
No, that's the opposite.
No, it's not one.
Man. These are tough questions.
Sorry, I didn't think you.
I mean, one thing I think of is like a lot of the trail goes through private property, so the trail takes you through places you would never get to go normally.
Yeah.
You always normally just hike on public land. The trail takes you to spots that you would never be able to go to. Like there were lots of nice areas on private land too that, like, you know, but without the Horseshoe Trail you wouldn't be able to see those. So that's one thing that pops to mind. It's not really a warm fuzzy feeling, but yeah.
I think, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but near the beginning you were around a lot of horse farms. I thought that was beautiful through the horse farms. That was just nice scenery.
In Chester County.
Farm fields, beautiful.
As soon as you cross into Berks County, there's no more horse farms.
That ends.
Yeah. I mean, even the road walks, I got kind of used to them. Even learning to like them, because you're still seeing the scenery of the area.
It's different than what you know, hiking the woods all the time.
So, I mean, not all the road walks, but some going through more scenic areas. Even those were, yeah.
No real warm and fuzzy.
Not that I can think of at the moment. Maybe Shadow Goat, you know.
Goat.
I felt a connection there. Yeah.
Is this a trail? Jesus was on one of your trails.
Oh, the log, the cutout. Someone cut the stump out. Yeah.
Is that this trail?
Yeah. That was this one.
That was a good little sighting.
Yeah.
All right, we'll save one more question for near the end for him. Stick around.
The most difficult one, probably.
So Cliff did pick a really nice spot here for our snack spot. Really nice sitting there. Has a little stove or something behind us here. And there's a view here in the winter. You can see through the trees. Very nice. So Cliff and I are leaving what he described as Snack Rock and headed down the mountain now finally. And we're down to one question, so I'll wait a little while to ask that one.
Probably the hardest question.
So finally, some little signs of spring life. Oh, yeah. Now, a lot of places I've been already this year have had a lot of budding, but so far today, most of these trees are still very bare out here, but nice to see a little green there. Cliff pointed this out. To me, this I thought this was an old sailor's rope or ship rope for a minute, but I'll bring you in close to you and just show you it's part of the tree vine. Pretty cool. Nature's rope. Very neat.
I'll meet you back there.
That could be snack rock number 2.
Salamanders in here. Yeah, right out there, there's white things. That's big. Looks like several different types of frog or salamander eggs out there.
Sunk over there. So now you know why it's called the Horseshoe Trail. But Cliff said that a lot of the areas aren't real conducive to horses. Be a little rough in a lot of areas for horses to get to, I guess. But this area looks like they use horses a good bit. There's a horseshoe with a dog print.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Crazy. We get the beautiful pines, of course. And there's a sign down here. We'll see what this says. Jerry Zimmerman, 1950 to 2005.
Pipeline looks like petroleum pipeline. Oh, that's right, because the Horseshoe Trail follows a pipeline up over the mountains. That's, yeah. Wow. All right.
I think the hatch is open. You can go down in it. See, it's unlocked.
I guess it is unlocked.
Go ahead, I'll film you.
No, I think I'll let that go.
So we'll soon be done here, I believe. So I better ask this last question. And he thinks this is going to be really horrible, but actually, it's going to be an easy one. What's the next long distance trail?
Oh yeah, we did talk about it.
What's the next long distance trail you're going to hike? So,
well, I got the maps for the Mason-Dixon Trail, so, and I want to do the Standing Stone Trail too.
that's in my backyard.
Yeah,
Standing Stone, but I've never done the whole thing myself. But
and their answer to that warm fuzzy question, it's not maybe the warmest fuzziest answer, but I felt like a lot of the wildlife on the Horseshoe Trail was more tamer, because such as residential areas, so the deer didn't always run away as fast. And stuff like that. So a slight warm fuzzy feeling. But yeah, as soon as I'm done with the Horseshoe Trail, I guess I'll start up with the Mason-Dixon. It'll probably be similar in some ways. But I want to do the Standing Stone Trail because it's gonna be, you know, it's a more wild trail than something like this. So.
Now, how long's the Mason-Dixon Trail? Do you know?
I think it's 200 at least.
200?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe a little more, but I think around there.
That might take you.
Yeah.
Might be 5 years on that one.
Maybe.
So anyway, I guess that was our last question. So I'll be looking forward to seeing the Mason-Dixon Trail. I'll be following along on that. But like I said, if you want to see the whole Horseshoe Trail, you just go back to his playlist and check it out. A lot of fun stuff happened along the way to him.
Shadow goat.
Shadow goat. The famed shadow goat. So we're back to the parking lot where we can see Naomi up there. If you know who Naomi is. But anyway, I think this is where we'll end it. I hope you enjoyed a little Q&A with the Wandering Woodsman here on the Horseshoe Trail. And I'd like to thank Cliff for letting me tag along on this one. We had a great time, at least I did.
I have to think about it a little bit.
Even though he's threatening to jump in the car and get out of here before I make it up the hill. But other than that, we had a great time.
Yeah. Snack Rock was...
That was the highlight. Yeah, I enjoyed that. It was very cool. Anyway, like I said, thanks a lot.
Yep. Thank you for helping out too. I don't have to walk back to
That's true, yeah. Anyway, like I said, God bless you all. We're praying for you all. We'll see you in the next adventure. Bye.